remember that Thursday we're on a holiday schedule, 7 o'clock. Now, yes, we get to sleep in for an hour. Now for a quick of our Torah. This week's Parsha, of course, we have the issue of the Dudaim, the mandrakes. Reuben is upset. His mother is not as much loved. His mother's Leah. She's not loved like Rachel. And we know this. This is a whole undercurrent that goes on. So he wants his father to love his mother as much as he loves Rachel. So he gets the Dudaim, the mandrakes. Note that the root of Dudaim, the mandrakes in Hebrew, is the same root as Dodi, as so my beloved. So in other words, there's a certain connection here that's going on. So he gives him, so he's walking through the field, and Rachel says, hey, I want them. And she and Leah get into a big fight. And Leah says, is it enough that you stole my husband? And he's saying, wait a minute, Leah, hello? If you remember the scene at the wedding, he was supposed to marry Rachel. He was not supposed to marry you. You stole him. In other words, you got it backwards. And the reason is not that Leah is lying. If she's lying, she's convinced herself of the lie, so to speak. A lot of times, we try to justify our actions, and we will convince ourselves that we're right even when we're absolutely wrong. And not just us, but many other people. This is a big problem. And then Rachel, by the way, adds fuel to the fire when she says, okay, he can lay with you. In other words, it's not going to be love-making when you're with him. He's just doing his duty. He's just having relations with you because that's it. It's not love-making. So the two sisters, which teaches us, by the way, the problem of marrying more than one wife, and the problem especially of marrying two sisters, why the Torah forbids it, because of this fight. But it also teaches us something very important, that we should always be clear in our minds if we're wrong. That just because we feel rejected doesn't mean the other party is wrong. Maybe we're being rejected for other reasons, and this, by the way, is a lesson also for others. As we see, people will justify the most vile acts in their minds. And that's a very important lesson. We learn a lot from our Vot and Imahot of how to behave. You remember, they were never perfect, but they learned from their mistakes. That's what made them tzaddikim. Not that they were perfect, but that when they made a mistake, they learned from it and became better. Then that's how they became tzaddikim, or righteous people. Something to think about. We still have Kaddish.